I'm going to start by solving this pattern the same way that we started the last one together, which is by looking for what is the constant. So what is it that is not changing no matter what term we're at? So term one, term two, term three. When I'm looking at this pattern, I can see that the middle section, so I'm just going to kind of draw a line through the middle sections. The middle sections of these patterns is what seems to be changing every time. They seem to be growing. So if I'm then going to look at what is staying the same, I'm looking at the top section, so the two squares on top and the two on the bottom. I've got those every single time, no matter what. And so if I were going to go back to term zero, so go back from 1 to 0, I've only got one row in the middle section. So if I were going to take that one row away, because that's what it appears to be adding each time, what I'm going to be left with is two squares on the top and two squares on the bottom. Sorry about my penmanship, but you get what I'm saying. So two squares on the top and two squares on the bottom every time. That means that I have a constant of +4. I've got those 4 squares, no matter what term I'm at, that will be added every single time. Okay, so let's go ahead and look then at the variable, because that was the other piece that we looked at last time, is what is the variable? What's changing every time in this pattern? So we've already talked about previously how the middle section of this pattern seems to be changing. It's growing every time. In term one, I have a row of 4 being added. In term two, I have 2 rows of 4. In term three, I have 3 rows of 4. So term one equals 4. Term, sorry about that, let's get rid of that. Term 2 is 4 and another 4. And term 3 is 3 groups of 4, 3 of those rows of 4 added on. So what that tells me is that my variable is going to be term number, or n as we like to call it, times 4, because term 1 times 4 is 4, term 2 times 4 is 8, and we have 8 squares in term 2. Term 3 is 4 times 3 is 12, and we've got 4 squares in term 3, as you can see. So now I've got my final pattern rule that I can put all together. My rule is going to be n times 4 plus 4. And in order then to solve my two questions above, I would just substitute those in for n. So 10 times 4 plus 4 would be 10 times 4 is 40, plus another 4 is 44. And the second question is the 50th term. So 50 times 4 plus 4 would be 50 times 4 is 200, plus another 4 is 204. And so that is how I would use that pattern rule to solve that problem.